Welcome back to Bone Smoke and Sizzle. Today we're gonna make burgenländische Hauswürstel. To make the burgenländische Hauswürstel, which is from a county in Austria, in Burgenland, we need the following. We need 140 grams of lean beef, which you can see here on the left hand side. Then we need 550 grams of lean pork, which you can see here in the middle. And we also need 250 grams of pork belly, which you can see here on the right hand side. From the herbs and spices we need 20 grams of buckle salt per kilo. Now in the US that would be 18 grams of table salt and 2 grams of Cure 1 mix. We need 2 grams of ground black pepper per kilo. We need 3.5 grams of garlic powder per kilo. We need 1 gram of ground caraway seed per kilo. And we need 1 gram of ground allspice per kilo. And we need 60 ml of ice water per kilo. And we use pork casings, and what we use is 30 to 32 ml casings. You could use 28 to 30 ml or 32 to 34 ml, whatever you have. So that's it from the meat side and from the herbs and spices. What we also need is the grinder, and with blades from 8 ml and 6 ml blade. I have set up the grinder now with the 8 ml blade because what we need to do now is we mince the beef and the lean pork separately. So let's get started with the beef first. As I say, we need to keep that meat separately. So that's the beef. And I push this aside now. And now I run the lean pork through it. That's it. So the next thing what we need to do is we need to grind the belly through the 6 ml blade. I have now switched over to the 6 ml blade, and let's grind it. So that's it. So the next thing, I got all 3 types of meat here. However, I use the salt now and just put it on the beef, all the salt, and just mix it into it. It becomes sticky. Now I'm gonna put in some water. Not all of it, just a little bit. I want that beef becomes a little bit sticky. That's it. And the next thing is what we're gonna do is we're gonna use all the lean meat, not the belly. I'll leave this aside and mix this one now with the beef. And here I add the rest of the water. I also add in all the herbs. And let's give this a good mix till this becomes very sticky. That will take a few minutes. It's getting there. And you also can smell that distinctive smell from the Hauswürstel. So that's good so far. Next is the pork belly comes in. And now we need to mix this into it so it becomes sticky again. So remember, first the beef, then the lean pork, and finally we put in the belly. So that's nearly there. It doesn't take too long to mix this into it, because we also want this distinctive look once the sausage is smoked. That's it now. And the next thing is we put this in the filler. So let's get this in. Really, really nice smell of it. Push it down. So we try to get the air out and we try to avoid it as much as possible. That's it. Let's start filling. Let's get the casings ready. Put a bit of water in there. You see, I always put in 2 fingers. So that way you can scoop up the water and you always get a bit of water in there. You don't need much, just a little bit. That way the casing goes on very easy. And just push out the water when you pull it up. So that's it. We make a knot on it in the end. So. Let's fill. Semi-firm. Hopefully I got enough casing. I think I have. Just perfect. So, make a knot in here. And now we start twisting them. Those sausage, they should be around 15 centimeters. I like them a little bit longer, so I make them about 17, 18 long. And squeeze and turn, all right? Hold it, measure, squeeze them and turn them. Always measure, so you get the same length, squeeze and turn. And if you do that, they're fine. That's it. Let's have a look what the sausages look like. This is what they look like before we start drying them and smoking them. So the next thing is we're gonna hang them up on stick and let them dry for 60 minutes at room temperature. Let's hang them onto the stick. You just grab each time one, here, push it in, hold, push it in, hold, push it in. And then that's what they look like when they're hanging. You space them out. So let me show you. So here they are hanging now, and we need to ripen them and mature them so that they get the right color for at least 60 minutes now at room temperature. So what we do is now in about 1 hour we check what they look like to see if that skin feels silky. Okay, the sausages, they have now dried for an hour at room temperature and they're starting to look silky, which is good. Also the skin starts to feel dry. The next thing is they will go into the smoker at 40 degrees for another hour. So the sausages have been drying now for 1 hour at 40 degrees, as you can see. Let's have a look what they look like. Let's get a bit closer here. As you can see, they have dried really nicely. And now I will increase the heat to 60 degrees and we smoke them for 1.5 hours at 60 degrees. So, let's get this ready. Switch on the smoker. Let's close. As the smoker heats up to 60 degrees, in about 5 minutes it will start smoking, and they stay in there now for 1.5 hours and they should have a nice brown golden color. Okay, the sausages have been smoking for 1.5 hours at 60 degrees. Let's have a look what they look like. Let's have a look here. As you can see, a nice dark brown color. I bring it inside now so we can look a little bit closer, and then we put them into hot water. So here they are hanging now. As I said, they have hot smoked at 60 degrees for 1.5 hours and they go now into the kettle at 75 degrees. So the water is hot. Let's have a look. We got just about 80, that's fine. Because once we put in the sausages, they cool down a little bit. We need about 75. And they stay in there now for 30 minutes. So the sausages have been cooking now at 75 degrees for 30 minutes. I'm gonna take them out now. I'll keep the steam away a bit. That's it. So what I will do is now I will take out one. Let's have a look at it. And listen to that. Look at that. Beautiful. I slice this one now. But before that I take the other ones out and put them into the hot water. So here now they're in the cold water. So we leave them in there 15 minutes. Just keep them covered. And once they have cooled down a little bit, we hang them up to dry. So let's have a look at the cut slice. So here is the slice. As you can see, it's really nice, it's firm, it's springy, it's juicy. You see that? And it's beautiful, hot or cold. Fantastic bite on it, firm. And really nice flavor, the smoky flavor from the beechwood. Of course the pepper and the garlic really comes out. This is a really nice Austrian smoked, hot smoked sausage, as a Austrian Hauswürstel. Really good. I tell you what, that's what I always loved, like hot sausages straight from the kettle. As you make it fresh and then straight out from the kettle. They are so nice, wonderful. So here they are cooked now and they are just dripping off now. They have cooled down as well. So I have them hanging here a few minutes so they can dry up a little bit. Let's look a little bit closer at those sausages. Here are the cut ones. As you can see, they have a beautiful color. And also from the smoky side. They're very good looking sausages. And the smell in here is fantastic. Look at that, nice firm sausages. This is what you call burgenländische Hauswürstel. I hope you enjoyed that video about the burgenländische Hauswürstel. If you did, please like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and tell us about it. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. Have fun, make sausages, enjoy them, and until the next time, see you and bye bye.